Hey everybody, Kat here. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a great day. It's Monday morning. So, did you see it? The interview. Harry and Meghan being interviewed by Jane Pauley, all about children's mental health, suicide prevention, due to online exploitation of children, and interspersed within the interview, they also had stories from parents whose teenage kids took their own lives because of online bullying and online exploitation. Now, it's very interesting, talking to Harry and Meghan. Of course, like all of their interviews, every question was, in Meghan's example, turned around to be everything was about her. Of course, the answers you wanted never materialized. The questions you wanted never really materialized. Jane Pauley, you could tell from the very beginning that it was a scripted interview. Not much caught them off guard. One of the interesting things was the body language between Harry and Meghan. Neither one of them looked like they really, wanted to be there together. Harry looked like he didn't want to be there at all, regardless of what was going on. It was uncomfortable to watch. And, Meghan's performance was true to form as far as she goes. Here they come. They've partnered with, let me get the name right, the Parents Network, an organization that operates mostly online as a place for parents that have suffered loss due to children taking their own lives because of events that had happened to them online. They can come together and offer each other support and this kind of thing. Well, here you go. Just like they always do, Harry and Meghan jump on the bandwagon of another organization or charity that's already underway and doing the work, and they kind of step in and hijack it and try to make it their own. Now these parent stories, they're inviting them to come, through the Archwell portal and leave their stories there. And, Harry and Meghan are trying to not only hijack it from the Parents Network. Think about, why are Harry and Meghan talking about child mental health to begin with? Remember way back, this is something that Princess Catherine has been advocating and working with children from the beginning of her career within the royal family. She's always worked with children and families and mental health, and then in the interview, Jane Pauley asks Meghan, this is important because you have a story yourself about being at the end of your tether and all of that, and remember that story. And at the time, they both blamed it on the British press, not online harassment. We're talking about two different things, first of all, but it's Meghan's truth and her story, so there we go. It was abuse by the British press. Originally said that drove her to the point where she was willing to end it all, and she told Harry, and she went to HR and she spoke to Harry, and neither one of them could find her any help at all. Harry was at a loss. He didn't know what to do. There was no help available, even though William, Kate, and Harry at the time were members of the Royal Foundation, and Meghan became a member as well. They were members of the Royal Foundation, which worked. They co-created Heads Together, a mental health advocacy. But between the four of them, there was just, they couldn't help Meghan at all. Give me a break. We know that story is just BS. We know it is. And interestingly enough, it was so bad she wanted to do that, but somehow managed to pull herself together to be seen that evening at a gala, grinning away and just, give me a break. This is outrageous, the way that she's been lying to us from the very beginning. But now, so that was the British press that caused her all that trauma then, right? Well, now she's going and saying, well, but it's all the online abuse and the terrible things written. Although, all along, what have we heard her say in every other interview? Oh, I don't go online. I don't engage with social media because it's toxic. Well, if you don't engage, how can it affect you this badly? Her whole commentary is full of contradictions, as is Harry's. It was interesting. He really didn't look like he wanted to be there. She didn't let him speak very much. She let him, comment here or there. And when he was talking, she was giving him the evil eye. It's like, it's my birthday. It's my interview. What are you doing talking, taking the attention away from me? That's basically how you felt. And that's basically how you felt. Like, the hypocrisy of these guys is through the roof. It's through the roof. And they will exploit anyone and anything of any age. Vulnerable children, hey, they'll do it for their own advancement. Advance their reputation, advance their connections, increase their money, make it look like they're involved. All they do is glide on the coattails of everybody else that they come into contact with and find a way to grift the situation. This is no different than that. These two are condescending liars who are out to build up their own and destroy everything else. They don't care about people. They don't care about the truth. All they care about is themselves. And even though their body language looks like they can't even stand being in the same room together, it's worth coming together for the grift. That's all they've got. That's all they've got. And right now, Harry's the one with the title. Harry's the one that anybody, they'd rather meet an ex-royal than an ex-yacht girl, So Harry still has some clout. I mean, even Jane Pauley herself, she was relevant in the 80s. Can you say has been? Yeah, this is what they're up to now. Riding on the coattails of others that are trying to do good work, exploiting the vulnerable to their advantage, and grifting all the way to the bank, grifting any dime that they can get, and that is nothing more than that's what's going on. The upcoming Colombia trip, this is all worked around online safety again, because we know with the Aspen Institute and other contacts that Harry has, globalist contact, because he is a globalist, involved with other globalists. Indeed, the whole royal family are globalists. That's what we're up against. But they want to limit our free speech. They want to limit what we can see online. And they want to limit resources and information that are available to us. You know, this is what it's all about. Harry doesn't want anybody to be able to say anything bad about him and Meghan. But that yet, you know, we all know about the Sussex Squad. Gotta wonder, someday that's gotta come out. There's gotta be enough journalists now that have understood what's going on and why they're not talking about it. That's an interesting thing to ponder. There's very few, like Dan Wooten, he'll talk about it. There's a few others, but general mainstream media, you know, they're not coming out and talking about the damage done through that group of people that Meghan is supportive of, you know. So there's a lot of awful things going on online, and most of it is being perpetrated by Meghan and Harry themselves. It's just the height of hypocrisy, and just what we've come to expect from these two. And you just wonder when it's all going to blow up, because it has to. It has to. Well, that's what I've got for you today. Have a good one. Ponder those thoughts. Leave me a comment. I want to know what you have to say about all of this and what you're thinking. Like and subscribe. Please share this video. Let's grow this channel. If you like this content, then support my channel. That's all we can do to get the truth out there. Have a great day, everybody. Bye for now.